Before I start this video, I want to ask you an uncomfortable question. What if I took everything from you? Your identity, your relationship, the people who made you who you are, the future you've been quietly counting on. How would that feel? I'm asking because there are a moment a lot of people going through that nobody really talks about. The moment the things holding your life together stop feeling certain. I was thinking and asking myself, does my suffering have meaning or it is just meaningless? In that moment I realized something fascinating. Maybe what keeps us alive is not what we have today, it is what we believe is waiting for us tomorrow. Not the moment you lose everything, not the moment you fail, the quieter moment when you wake up and think, I don't know why I am doing any of this anymore. You still go to work, you still answer the emails, you still smile when asked you how you are doing. From the outside nothing changed, but inside something has. The things that used to excite you feel flat, the goals you spent years chasing don't land the way you thought they would. And the question shows up, is this is what my life is going to be? Most people assume that feelings come from failure, more money, more success, better circumstances. Fix the outside, fix the inside. Viktor Frankl found something more unsettling than that. After surviving one of the darkest chapters in human history, he consulted that greatest threat to a person is not suffering, it is suffering without meaning. Who Franklin was? Austrian psychiatrist, neurologist, imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz. Watched people losing everything family, identity, possession, and dignity. By any reasonable standard, every person there had a reason to give up. But he noticed something odd. Some people, even with almost nothing left, held on something inside themselves. Others collapsed under identical conditions. What was the difference? The people kept a thread to purpose, some waiting for them, work left unfinished, a responsibility they had not let go of, had reason to keep walking. This became logotherapy, his entire life psychological framework but around one idea. Humans don't primarily search for pleasure, they search for meaning. Those who have why to live can bear almost anyhow. But there is warning folded into the line when your why disappear, even in ordinary comfortable life can start to feel unbearable. The first universal law is in person, and this is where I think a lot of people are quietly struggling right now. We got very good at achieving, we forget to ask what actually worth achieving. Get good grades, get the prestigious job, earn more, buy more, look successful, and some people get the end of this list and arrive somewhere strange. They got what they wanted, and it did not feel like they thought it would. Because achievements answer, what can I get? Meaning answer, why does it matter? And you cannot run a life on first question alone. A person can carry real exhaustion if they believe the effort means something, but when effort feels pointless, even small tasks become unbearable. Same job, same horse, completely different depending on the story you tell yourself about. A nurse is not just working a shift. A parent is not just completing a task. Meaning is what turns a checklist into a mission. The second loss is connection, not flowers, not likes, being unknown. We are more connected than any generation before us, and somehow loner. You can message 1,000 people in a minute and still not be able to answer who actually knows me. Franklin saw this too, that people don't just to survive, they need belong. A person who feels loved can carry enormous difficulty. A person who feels invisible can suffer even with everything going right. Because loneliness is not only an emotional problem, it is meaning problem. It is absence of quiet proof that your life mattered to someone. Franklin most quoted and most argued about discovery between what happens to you and how you respond. There is a space, and in that space, you are free. That does not mean you are control everything. You don't life you will hurt you. People will let you down. Loss is coming for all of us. But suffering by itself does not break people. What you decide it means does. I failed, therefore I am worthless. And I failed, therefore I learned something I need to know. Same event, completely different life. Modern culture tells you Avoid pain, remove friction, build a frictionless life. But painless life is not automatically mean a meaningful one. Sometimes chasing comfort is exactly how you end up with an empty life. Because meaning tends to come from dishonesty, from commitment, from caring about something enough to struggle for it. So the real question is not how do I avoid suffering, it is what is worth of my suffering. Something bigger than yourself. Contribute, build, leave something behind, case happiness directly and it slips away. Dedicate yours to something that matters, and happiness tends to show up as a side effect. Relationship you don't have to perform for. Achievements fade. Reputation shift. The people you loved and were loved by become part of who you are. Protect the relationship where you don't have to prove anything. Your inner world. You can't control the outside. You can build the inside strong enough to hold it. Sit with silence. Question your fears. Know the difference between who you are and who you are told to be. Maybe the real tragedy is not failure, it is spending years of becoming someone you never meant to become. Winning a game you never wanted to play, reaching the top of a mountain and realizing it was the wrong one. Franklin survived because he found this. Life does not need to be painless to be meaningful. Pain is not proof you failed, difficulty is not proof you are on the wrong path. The real danger was never the suffering, it was losing the reason to keep living. So ask yourself what gives your life meaning? What will make the hard part of it what matters enough that you keep going even when it is difficult? Because once you find your why, you get stronger than your circumstances.